Mindestens. Fast, oder? Mindestens.
Ich bin aber ruhig. Nimmst du drüber?
Wem signalisierst du gerade?
Gell?
Ja, alle Spiele da oben.
Also,
Lichtschlampen.
Was? Schlampe?
Da liegst du da oben in der Ecke.
Schlampe?
Das sind alles nur Lampen, Tischlampen, Stehlampen.
Stehlampen. Ich sehe nur eine, wo ich kenne.
Sehr gut, ein bisschen.
Der über den Fuß gebrochen hat.
Regnet?
Schaust du noch kurz in die App?
Ja, gerne.
Wie ist das Rezept?
Bedeckt? 11 Grad.
Aber wir haben ja nichts dran, ich hab das Idee ja nicht. Was ist da Nationalmannschaft?
Ja, eben. Dann sieht es doch aus.
Doch, ich sag, wir laufen jetzt rein. Und dann laufen wir alle hin. Dann stehen wir hier, oder? Nein, wir stehen ja nicht. Am Anfang müssen die Nationalteam wieder spielen. Aber doch. Nein, das ist hier. Bei den einen Spielen, bei den anderen Spielen müssen wir sich in der Mitte vom Feld aufstellen.
Also gehen wir rüber.
Ja.
Jetzt machen wir wieder.
On t'a donné la caméra ou pas?
Il y en a pas. C'est pas ça, il n'y a pas de caméra là. Non, ça c'est télé, now they're going to wait for 10 minutes, huh?
So was your plan to only call punt return safe?
No, if you need confidence. You don't know normal confidence. Yeah. It was just a reminder. Get your face to confidence. Yeah.
They call it's like it's 100 field return for the conversation. Like,
Right there to the
they remembers the other question, but you know. Yesterday
I talked to a few players. I've shared selection on there.
We'll check.
We'll see that. We'll see.
I checked yesterday, and there was like a lot of people didn't.
Yeah, I didn't want to look at looking at it. Yeah. And it's basic. I didn't thought the food or stuff like that. Just get a line correctly. And you could put your eyes where they're supposed to be. It's better.
Get some blood out.
Yeah. Do you have compressions?
That's the help. But still, even with those, it's like you can feel and understand. Sit down a little bit. I like that we have something covered.
Yeah, I won't send him.
Here looks over there. I need to make it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Got him.
Welcome everyone for the European Championship game between Italy and Switzerland. Grüezi miteinander und herzlich willkommen zum Spiel von der Europameisterschaft zwischen der Schweiz und Italien. Benvenuti a tutti per la partita tra Italia e Svizzera. We are looking live at the Swiss national team and their entrance, and in a short moment we are listening to the national anthems. Rainy day in Thun for this European Championship game. Italy, of course, the big favorites in this matchup. But always a special occasion between these two neighbors. The national anthem of Italy, and in a few moments, the anthem of Switzerland. So, ladies and gentlemen at home, everything is set for 3 hours of football. Thank you for joining us today. This stream is a presentation of wackerTV and the International Federation of American Football. I'm your commentator today, and my name is Kim Rialini. And in a few moments, we have the coin toss. The referee crew consists of an Austrian white cap head ref and 3 Italian referees and 3 Swiss referees, so a really good approach. What is usually normal, you have these ref crews of 6 to 7 referees, and normally you have the white cap who's not familiar with one of the playing teams, and the other refs are usually part of the playing nations. So now we see the head ref calling for the team captains. We have the Swiss captains joining the field right now. That's quarterback number 1, Niklas Leibengut. Number 51, defensive lineman Dominic Liechti. Number 72, Patrick Bachmann, and number 45, Andreas Buri. Big number 55 from Italy, Alessandro Vergani, who played for the Stuttgart Surge in the ELF. And of course, Italy, European champions a couple of years ago. And Switzerland is waiting for the first win since 2016, but today a really big task to beat Italy. These two nations played the last time in 2019 in Milan, where Italy won. And it seems like Italy will receive the first half kickoff. This means Switzerland will start on defense. Shake hands between the captains. And you see the rain coming down here in Thun. In the wonderful Bernese Alps, unfortunately, you can't see the mountains right now because of the weather. Actually, we are a bit delayed for this kickoff because Team Italy was stuck in traffic. So this is why we begin a little bit later, but now everything is set for this game. Niels Jonkmans, the Swiss kicker, is about to kick off. He was an All-Pro in the European League of Football in 2022 for the Helvetic Guards. And of course, some players from the European League of Football know each other when the Helvetic Guards and now Mercenaries play the Milano Seamen. So if you're watching the NFL, you might notice we still have here the old school kickoff that you also can see in NCAA college football. A long kick by Jonkmans. This one goes to the end zone for a touchback, and Italy will start now on offense from the 25-yard line. 1st and 10 for Italy. So it's actually the 20-yard line. And we see the Italian offense with quarterback Luca Ratka, who's also the quarterback for the Italian flag football national team. Played this season with the Frankfurt Galaxy in the European League of Football. Longtime player of the Milano Seamen, American-born. First place, play action. Long shot. And almost a one-handed catch for the Italian receiver, but good defense by Switzerland. Number 22, Sasha Magro, was encouraged. So we have 2nd and 10. Luke Sorotka now gives the handoff to his shifty running back, and he goes already for a long run, breaks one tackle, and he's off to the races. This could go for a house call, and it is the first touchdown of the game for Team Italy. Number 19 takes it to the house. What a play. Giuseppe Della Vecchia with the long touchdown. And this is a dagger to the Swiss defense. 2nd play of the game, and already points on the board for Team Italy. What a nice touchdown run. And the extra point is also through. So we have our first score after 19 seconds. Italy 7, Switzerland 0. And we're about to see the Swiss offense taking the field. Now the same thing is happening that we just saw moments ago when Switzerland kicked off. It's Italy's kickoff team now and Switzerland's return team. Both teams are set for this kickoff. And of course, Swiss fans here hope for a nice return. And 84 takes the ball, but he stopped immediately after not a clean catch, and that's the worst possible situation, not maybe the worst, but a bad situation for the offense. Yeah, not a clean reception. Italy swarms immediately to the Swiss returner. Number 84, Fabio Stuccato, wasn't a return. And now Switzerland starts an offense deep in their own half. So Thun's own quarterback, Niklas Leibengut, and his teammate from Thun gets the ball on the first handoff. That's Noah Gigax, who gets around 2 or 3 yards. First play on offense. Obviously, with these conditions, we will see probably a lot of running game, smash mouth football, because the passing game suffers naturally when it's raining like it is right now. You can see the rain coming down. Now second and about 6-7 yards, 6 yards. Another handoff to his running back, Noah Gigax. And Italy thinks they recover the fumble. No signal yet, though. The refs are saying Italy football. Noah Gigax fumbled the ball, and the Italian defense recovered, and they already are in great position to double their lead. Let's look at it again. Nice, tough run, but at the end, he lost the ball. Not quite sure if his knee was already down. Tough to see. Maybe here. You can't see it from this angle. But Italy with a clean recovery, and the refs say Italy football. So again, we see the offense under Luke Sorotka. And perfect situation for Italy in the red zone already. Handoff to his running back, who scored the last time he got the ball. But the Swiss defense is there to stop Della Vecchia. Yeah, patiently waiting. Reminds me of Le'Veon Bell. But the Swiss defense is here to stop him here. So 2nd and 6 for Sorotka and his offense. Keeps the ball, and almost a sack for Swiss defense. But an easy touchdown for Italy. Although we have a flag on the field. Let's see who caused this penalty. Refs are discussing it. Sorotka nicely escapes the sack and finds his receiver. But let's see what the penalty is about. Okay, it's a penalty against Italy, so we repeat 2nd down. Probably a holding call. And the Austrian white cap signals it has to go back for Italy. So we are playing 2nd and 16, or even 2nd and 21. 2nd and 16 now. So trips to left side means 3 receivers on the left, empty for, no, not empty, but 10 personnel, 1 running back, 4 receivers. Sorotka keeps the ball and finds his receiver, and that's too easy for Italy. Just an easy pass, and Italy with 1 play gets back where they usually were, where they used to be in the first place. But we have a 3rd down coming up. 3rd and about 3 yards. Again, 3 receivers to the left side of your screen, 1 receiver on the right side on an island. Soroka from the shotgun. Long pass and an easy touchdown for Carlo Tassan on the reception. And Italy with next score, but the refs are discussing something because there's a flag in the backfield. This usually means holding against the offensive line, but let's see what the ref is going to say. Couldn't see it from here. They're still discussing it.
Personal foul. Illegal low block. Offense, number 19. 15-yard penalty. Replay 3rd down.
Penalty against Italy, so we repeat 3rd down. Touchdown comes off the board. But of course, Italy still in a good position. 3rd and 18 though. 2nd penalty on this Italian drive. And Italy stays with the same formation. 3 receivers to the left, 1 receiver on the right, 1 running back, no tight end in the game. And Swiss fans are getting louder now. Sorotka tries to escape, and that's not the sack. This had to be sacked, and now Italy has some room. Can they make the tackle? And they convert the 1st down. Unbelievable play, but this had to be a sack for the Swiss defense. Della Vecchia now came out of it. Let's look at it again. Sorotka escapes, and Sorotka is by no means a dual threat. He's a classic pocket passer, but this is too easy for Italy. This is way too easy. Unfortunately for Switzerland, they couldn't bring the sack in. And we have a 4th down. Not a 1st down, but we have a 4th down from good position. And Italy keeps the offense on the field. They don't go for a field goal. It's 4th and 4. So let's see if Switzerland can make a stop here. Try to let them jump offside, and now Team Italy takes a timeout.
Timeout, Italy. It's their 1st.
Head coach Brian Mikiti wants to talk this over with his quarterback. So you see the whole staff is talking about this 4th down. Offensive coordinator Cody Pastorino, also well-known name. Played a long time for the Schwäbisch Hall Unicorns in the GFL, German Football League. American with Italian roots. And you look at this big, massive offensive line. I already mentioned Captain Alessandro Vergani, one of the best European offensive linemen, played a long time for the Schwäbisch Hall Unicorns, and now is part of the Stuttgart Surge. So we have a 4th and 4, and Italy doesn't bring out the field goal team, the kicking team, Sorotka and the offense are still on the field. From the shotgun, Sorotka takes snap. Long ball, no flag, and it's turnover on downs. This means Italy leaves this drive without any points, and the Swiss offense is back on the field. Second chance for Nicolas Leibengut, quarterback of Team Switzerland, and his offense to have a better drive than the first one. Let's look at it again. Shotgun pass from Sorotka. He's looking for his receiver, number 17. Tom's here, sack, couldn't hold it in. So Team Switzerland, 1st and 10, deep in their own half. Handoff again to Gigax. But there's no room for any yards, maybe one. The Italian run defense seems to be very strong and very prepared for the Swiss running game. So it's 2nd and 9. We haven't seen a pass so far for Team Switzerland. Now, Leibengut wants to pass, but this pass was incomplete. His target was number 10, Milan Spiller. And if you're familiar with European football, the name Milan Spiller should tell you something. He was the European League of Football Rookie of the Year this season, playing for the Mercenaries. Of course, in Switzerland, you knew Milan Spiller before, but now he made himself a name in the whole continent. So we already have 3rd and 9 for Switzerland. One tight end in the game, and Nicolas Leibengut calls timeout.
Timeout, Switzerland. It's their first.
He wasn't happy with what he saw from the Italian defense, so head coach Rudi Foncouet talks it over with his quarterback and the offense. It's the first charge timeout for Team Switzerland. They want to talk it over.
Please reset the clock to 8 minutes and 26 seconds. 8 minutes and 26 seconds.
We're still in the first quarter. So unlike Italy, Switzerland normally has 3 receivers on the field and 1 tight end. Italy played on offense with 4 receivers most of the times. So now we have 11 personnel, 1 tight end, 1 running back, 3 receivers, 3rd and 9, probably a pass for this 3rd and long situation. So Nicolas steps back, long pass, and it goes incomplete for Milan Spiller. Milan Spiller, like I said before, he had a sensational rookie season with the Helvetic Mercenaries, played tackle football with the Vienna Jets, and also was last fall in the US playing college ball. But here the connection between Leibengut and Spiller wasn't there, so we have our first punt of the game. All-Pro Niels Jonkmans is taking the punt, one of the best in Europe. This punt, though, wasn't successful at all. Goes out of bounds, deep in Swiss territory. You can see it here. The Anton pylon is not far from the head ref. So Italy takes over in good field situation. Still more than 8 minutes to play in the first quarter. Not even 4 minutes are played so far. And Italy is about to take their third red zone possession. I mean, in the first drive, they technically didn't have red zone possession, but they scored on their second play on offense. And now we see this Italian team again. Last year finished third in the European Championship. A couple years ago won the European Championship. And now new running back in the game, but he stopped immediately. No room for the run. And Switzerland say they recovered the ball. And it seems like it. So also Italy fumbles the ball. Let's look at it again. Can't really see it from this angle, but then the ball is out and Switzerland recovers. Well played by Switzerland. Yeah, clear recovery for Team Switzerland, and the Swiss offense is about to come back if he wasn't ruled down by contact, which is tough to see on this angle.
The ruling on the field is a fumble, recovered by the defense. First down, Switzerland.
And now we heard it from the official. First down, Switzerland. Switzerland takes over. So they keep the possession almost, you could tell. Fumble for Switzerland, and now Switzerland tries to get some points on the board or even just move the chains for once. Again, 3 receivers on the screen. Niklas Leibengut stays in the shotgun. Gives the ball to his running back, fellow teammate from Thun. Noah Gigak switch gains a couple of yards. So the rain is really starting to come down stronger and stronger. Clean exchange, and it seemed like Gigax was almost tackled for a loss, but then he gained a couple of yards. Of 2nd and 8. Refs say only 2 yards. For me, it seemed like 3 yards. Leibengut stays in the shotgun, drops back, wants to pass, and finds his receiver. But he lost the ball. And he didn't find it actually. At the end, it was incomplete. Italy was thinking it might be a fumble. Let's look at it again. Receiver had control, and maybe he already had possession of it, and then it was a fumble. Here you can't really tell. Tough to see from this angle, but it was ruled incomplete. Leroy Rimley was on the reception, standout receiver from Winterthur. And we have, again, a 3rd and long. Leibengut takes a high snap and a draw play for Gigax, and Gigax takes finally the first down. And the Swiss fans are loving it. First down, Switzerland on a draw play. Draw play means Leibengut acted like he wanted to pass, and in the last second he gave the ball to his running back, Noah Gigax, and he had a good run for 13 yards maybe, which moves the chains, and Switzerland has something rolling now. I have a fullback in the game. Another run through the middle. Yeah, it seems like Noah Gigax is carrying the load so far. They have 2 other talented backs in the roster. Youngster Lennox Gauci, who used to play for the U19, and veteran Thomas Sani. We haven't seen from them, but Gigax, despite the fumble, seems to do a good job so far. Now we have trips to the right side, stacked with a tight end on top. Leroy on the left side. Leibengut is looking for Leroy on the long connection. And this ball is caught. Was he in bounds? No, he wasn't in bounds. ruled incomplete. Nice reception by Rümmeli, but he was out of bounds. Let's look at it again. Long ball, great adjustment by Rümmeli, but unfortunately he couldn't keep 1 foot in bounds, so it was ruled incomplete. Can't see the line here, but the ref said incomplete, and Rümmeli didn't seem to complain about it, so probably the right call. And now first time in the game, number 83, which has to be Leandro Bianchi, the receiver. With Italian roots, high snap, and the first sack for Italy. Number 42, Nicola Suppa with the sack. Yeah, high snap and then no chance for Leibengut. Which brings us to the second punt of the game, and tough break for Switzerland. Hard hit from the Italian defense. Low snap again. And again, the punt wasn't too good. Takes a Swiss bounce. So Italy has to at least start in the first half. And everyone watching at home, I hope you don't think I'm biased towards Switzerland. I am Swiss, but my second name, Riolini, shows the Italian background, so I'm completely unbiased. Despite me celebrating the Swiss first down, I also celebrated the Italian touchdown. I'm just here for a good time, not a long time. If we keep running like that, the running game, of course, melts the clock. And Italy starts now. Close to the Swiss half, but the refs want to take a timeout. Something seems to be wrong. Yeah, the field position, we have to be accurate, of course. The refs leave no stone unturned and want to make it right. So now again, we have 3 receivers on the right side, like we saw to begin it, to the beginning of the game. Italy tried to get the Swiss defensive line offsides. Didn't work. And now we have another break. Refs are talking it over.
Securities, please on the field. There are children on the field. Securities.
Yeah, it was too many men on the field. Not actually men on the field, but children on the field. That's also something you only see in Europe. And the security is now asked by the head ref to remove the children. So we have an official timeout. From my booth, I can't see the children, but it seems like they're behind the goalpost, and that's something the ref doesn't like. Well, they're like 15 yards behind the goalpost. I'm not sure if a timeout was necessary here. And yeah, the crowd is not liking it. Let the children play. But now they're just moved 5 yards further back. Let's see if it helps. Yeah, now they're walking away. You can't see it on the screen, but yeah, they're leaving the field. All good. Hopefully they get home safe, find their parents, and we can focus on football again. 1st and 10 for Italy. Saratka drops back, long pass, beautiful pass. And this was caught by his receiver, number 12. I have not the name on my roster for number 12, but nice reception by Italy. Long pass, which immediately moves the chains. Another play by number 12. And again, a first down for Italy, and Italy moves the ball quickly. Sorotka gives a signal to his offensive line. And we have a flag on the play. Probably coming back. Let's see what it was.
Offside. Defense number 51. 5-yard penalty. Still first down.
Actually, it was against Switzerland, not Italy. First look, it seemed like it was a penalty against the Italian national team, but the ref said it was an offside for Switzerland. So we have 1st and 5 for Sorotka and his offense. Sorotka drops back, looks for the long ball, and this ball is beautifully hauled in for his receiver. Number 20 scores a 2nd touchdown for Italy. And this was Simone Alinovi with the beautiful touchdown reception on the goal ball. Perfectly thrown ball where only the receiver could catch it. And with a successful extra point, Italy is about to double their lead. Nicely done by the receiver, and he's sliding like a soccer player celebrating a goal. Not by accident though. And we have a bad snap. And Switzerland maybe with a return, but no. Italy recovers. However, Italy couldn't double their lead. It stays 13-0 for Italy. 4 minutes to go in the first quarter. Bad exchange, of course. Of course, these kind of plays are especially difficult in wet weather. So it stays with only 6 points from the touchdown without a successful extra point. 13 Italy, Switzerland 0. The rain gets stronger and stronger. More rain is coming down here in the beautiful Stadion Lachen Thun. Wet fall day. And Italy is about to kick off again. We have 2 returners back for Switzerland. Long kick. And the returner waits, takes the ball, and he loses the ball. He got absolutely tackled, but fortunately for Switzerland, Noah Gigax is there to recover the ball. This is number 84 for Switzerland. Fabio Stuccator, who lost the ball on the return. And now Switzerland brings out the heavy personnel. 2 tight ends, 2 receivers, and 1 running back. Seems like they really want to run the ball, and that's exactly what happens. Gigax takes the handoff and takes it a couple of yards, actually. Refs indicating 2nd and 5. Nice tough run by Gigax. In the 2nd week of this year's Swiss season, he actually had a broken collarbone. Didn't play any more games in the Swiss National League A. but after the Swiss season he joined the Helvetic Mercenaries in the European League of Football and had a couple of good games. So Leibengut is ready for second and 5. Drops back, wants to pass, finds his receiver, and this was Leroy Rumely, who moves the chains for a Swiss first down. Just a simple glance route, which is actually a longer slant route or a shorter post route. And Leroy Rumely moves the chains for Switzerland. Leroy Rumely, who's a Winter Tour product. He played this season again with the Winter Tour Warriors, but then like Gigax, he joined the Helvetic Mercenaries, while Leibengut is dropping back and looks again for Rumely, almost picked off by the Italian defensive back. And it seems like Rumely had to play defense there. Bit underthrown, let's look at it again, long pass. Yeah, tough play, ruled incomplete. And we have second and 10. Unusual formation for the Swiss offense. But again, for the third time in a row, Leibengut is targeting Rumely. Gives Team Switzerland a couple of yards. Now the tight end, number 80 for Switzerland, left the field. Gillian Teixeira from the Geneva Seahawks and Leandro Bianchi is back in the game. This means 4 receivers, 1 running back, 10 personnel on this 3rd and 6. But it is a run play, and Gigax. Wasn't enough for first down. It's close, but it seems like it was. So Gigax moved the chains, and we have a first down for Switzerland. Gigax makes a defender miss. The 1st and 10 for Switzerland. Roughly 2 minutes to go in this first quarter. Motion. And it's a play action pass, long ball, but there's absolutely no one in the area. This ball is ruled incomplete. Play action, but no one was there. Misunderstanding in the Swiss offense. 2nd and 10. Again, pass and the drop. If you want to win against a team like Italy, you have to catch these passes. I know it's rainy. I know it's not the best conditions for the passing offense, but you have to catch these balls. Unfortunate. And now it brings us already to a 3rd and 10. Again, and we have early movement. The Italian defensive line indicates it was a full start by the offensive line of Switzerland, and that's what the refs are saying.
Offense, everyone but the center. 5-yard penalty, still 3rd down.
Everyone but the center, a famous line meanwhile. Probably the ref was looking forward to call this. So we have 3rd and 15 for Switzerland. Yeah, early movement, Swiss offensive line, that's not allowed in American football. So a 3rd and very long for Leibengut's offense. Again, drops back to pass, escapes the first defender, and a catch, but it's nowhere near enough for a first down. Switzerland brings back its punting unit. Let's look at it again. It seems like Lennox Gauci, the running back, was on the reception. But the Italian defense was ready for it. And Niels Jonkmans tries to get a better punt than the first 2 times. That was a nice one. Nice punt. And the Italian returner says fair catch, which means the drive for Italy will start on the 25-yard line. And this quarter has still half a minute left. Let's look at some plays again. Let's look at the punt. The returner had some space to return it, but he decided to play it safe and fair catch it. So Sorotka is back with his offense. 3 receivers to the right side of the screen. Calls the Swiss offense, Swiss defense offside, and this is a long pass going incomplete. But we have a flag on the field because the Swiss defensive line jumped offsides. Let's look at it again. Yeah. 2 guys were moving. Number 39.
Offside. Defense, number 51. 5-yard penalty, still first down.
Okay, they call 51 for offsides. And so we have 1st and 5 for Italy. Dominic Liechti, all-pro defensive lineman, jumped offside. 1st and 5 for Italy. Sorotka in the shotgun. I formation means that the running back is in a straight line behind him. Now he moved him to the left side. And an inside zone run by Italy, which moves the chains. Running back breaks a couple of tackles. Number 40, Stefano Bartoccioni with the first down conversion. Probably the last play of the first quarter now. This first down. Yeah, and no more play in the first quarter.
This is the end of the first quarter.
Now the teams switch sides, like to do after every quarter in football. And Italy keeps possession on offense. It's not the only game that is on live stream this weekend. Tomorrow, for instance, we have Team Sweden play Team England, British Lions, at 3 p.m. And for Team Switzerland, they're about to play in Denmark next week. Last year, Switzerland played the Czech Republic, lost a low-scoring game in the Czech Republic. and is still looking for the first win since 2016. Of course, today, very difficult task, and Italy is now still on offense, trying to score again. Saratka gives the ball again to his running back. We have a flag on the field. A lot of flags early in the game.
Holding. Offense, number 77. 10-yard penalty. Still first down.
Robert Machai held his opponent. Machai actually played in Switzerland back in 2021. He won a Swiss championship with the Cologne Broncos, and I happened to be his teammate back then. So, game for him again in Switzerland. Then he moved on, played in Italy with the Guelph. He won an Italian championship, played in Germany in the European League of Football, but now didn't look too good on this holding penalty. Another handoff through the middle. And a nice run by the running back. Stefano Bartogioni again with a long run, early in the drive. Italy seems to switch the running backs each drive, more or less. Unlike Switzerland have the workhorse back in Noah Gigax. Saratka again, always in the shotgun play action. Now he drops back for a longer pass, and he passes along a ball, and a great pass deflection. What a great pass deflection this was by the Swiss defensive back. And this was one of the best Swiss cornerbacks, Wilson Idemudia, who plays for the Geneva Seahawks. Great pass breakup. And it's 3rd and 13 for Italy. Saratka again, a long ball, and wide open. His receiver, number 17, Tamsir Sek, on reception. Great ball by Saratka. This was a Mahomey play. Great pass. And Tasmir Sek on the reception. And Italy is already again in the red zone. Now handoff to his running back. Again, a long run for Italy. Bartogioni on the carry. And Dominic Liechti with the tackle. You have 2nd and about 3 or 4 yards. Trips to the right side of the screen. And Saratka drops back for pass, but this ball for Sek is incomplete. And we have a 3rd and 4 coming up shortly. Leonardo Wirtz with the deflection. Yeah, Switzerland is missing a couple of starters in the secondary, like Fabian Bruhin or Patrick Grant. And we have the 2nd charge timeout by Team Switzerland in the first half. At least that's what the refs are saying. Yeah, and the rain doesn't seem to stop, it only gets stronger. Italy is complaining that the timeout was taken too late already when the ball was snapped.
Timeout, Switzerland. It's their second team timeout.
But the refs say, no, everything was fine. Second team charge timeout by Team Switzerland early in the second half. They want to talk it over again. You can see the Swiss defense and defensive coordinator Stefan Murat talking with his defenders. Important third down now for Switzerland, 3rd and 1. Italy is now in 2-down territory. If they don't get it on 3rd down, they probably go for it on 4th down, but the last 4th down conversion failed for Italy. So let's see what happens next. Switzerland is already back on the field while we have a look at the sideline. A lot of young players on the Switzerland squad right now. Of course, they have veterans like Dominic Michlo or Florian Ziegler, and of course, in defensive line, Dominic Liechti. Tim Henny isn't playing, the all-pro defensive tackle. He played the last 3 seasons in the European League of Football. So, 3rd and 1 is coming up. Srotka gives the ball to his running back, and easy touchdown for Italy. Number 19 with his 2nd touchdown of the game. Yeah, Cosimo Cassati. 2nd, it wasn't actually Della Vecchia the first time, it was Cassati. Here again, with his 2nd touchdown, Cosimo Cassati scores again. So we have 2 rushing touchdowns and 1 passing touchdown for Team Italy. And with this extra point, they extend the lead to 20-0 for the Italian national team. So it was twice Cosimo Cassati, the Italian running back. He almost got into the end zone untouched. While the rain is coming down stronger and stronger. Italy already early in the 2nd quarter with a 20-0 lead. While we see the Italian sideline and now the Italian kickoff team coming out of the field. Remember, Switzerland struggled on the first 2 kickoff returns. Beautiful stadium, used to be the soccer stadium for FC Thun. This was already 15 to 20 years ago. Now it's used for American football, track and field. And Switzerland is to return the kick. Nice return, actually, finally, a good return to the 33-yard line. This is number 10, Milan Spil, the Rookie of the Year from the European League of Football. Makes his defender miss and then gets stopped at the 32, 33-yard line. And we have 1st and 10, Switzerland. Good is looking, and almost this play ends in disaster for the Swiss offense. Milan Spiller couldn't hold it in due to the wet conditions. But again, you have to make these catches. I know how hard it is as a receiver, but if you were 20-0 down against Italy, you have to get these first downs. I mean, Switzerland showed some success in the running game, but of course, despite the rain, you can't only run. Screen pass to number 88, Leroy Rimley, who has space, makes him defend and miss. Goes deep into Italian territory. A lot of yards after catch, great play call by Rudi Fonque's offense. Nice play by Leibergut and Rimley and the whole team blocking. So we're 1st down, Team Switzerland.
Clock operator, clock operator.
Referee isn't happy with the clock operator. First and 10. Draw play and a hard-hitting tackle for Switzerland. This was Alex Ferrari, who is well known across Europe. Long-time player of the Tyrol Raiders. With a hard stop here. 1st down, no chance for Gigax. And we have 11 personnel. Motion by Spiller, low snap, Leibergut tries to escape and tries to avoid the sack. Pass goes incomplete, and we have a 3rd and long again. For him to throw the ball, so he just throws it into the ground. While still in the pocket. No intentional grounding was called. And now Switzerland is set up for the next punt. Jonkmans. And overend punt. And 4th punt for Niels Jonkmans, the best one so far. First 2 weren't as successful. Now he hit a beauty of a punt, which will keep the Italian offense deep in their own territory. Sorotka in the shotgun, Bortoloni, his running back. Pass Easy first down conversion to his receiver number 12, who makes the defender miss, but then gets tackled. On the first play on offense, they gain 15 yards. Good field position actually for Switzerland, but Saratka can easily throw without any pressure. And then his receiver number 12 makes. Some guys miss. So Italy already moved the chains this drive.
Timeout, Switzerland. It's the third and final team timeout.
And Switzerland actually burns their third timeout. I don't really understand this decision early in the second quarter, especially when you consider the field position and you have no timeouts left for the rest of the first half. In my opinion, not necessary. Normally, you try to use your timeouts close to the end of the second half or close to the end of the game. But here, Switzerland is left without any possible timeouts for the remainder of the first half. On the 1st and 10. Saratka in the shotgun. Tries to get him offside again. Didn't happen, so they changed the play. He's talking it over with his offensive coordinator. Screen pass to number 17, and he couldn't catch it. This drop probably wasn't caused by the weather, but the receiver was already looking downfield, thinking about what he's going to do after the catch. And this is why drops happen so often, so much to receivers when they're already thinking about the next step. So now a drop for Italy. Run through the middle. And he just isn't easy to bring down. Italy seems to have figured out their 1-2 punch with Casati and Bartoccioni, two running backs. Also a good mix. While Italy is already the next play and a third down conversion, it seems. Again, running play, keeping it on the ground. Yeah, like I said, Italy seems to have a good 1-2 punch. Bartoccioni, the full power back. And Gazati, the small shifty one. And we're first down for Italy. Saratka stands back in the shotgun. Normally, of course, in the sports world, Switzerland historically was always seen as a small neighbor to Italy, which makes sense. Switzerland has much less population. Maybe they were better in skiing. However, this year they had success in other sports. Closest to American football, flag football, where the Swiss national team finished third. Saratka gives another handoff to Bartoccioni, and he moves the chains. Fumbles in the ball, but Italians recover. Yeah. So in flag football, Switzerland finished third at the World Championship, better than Italy. And Luke Saratka, who's the quarterback today, is also the quarterback normally, or at least used to be, for the Italian flag football national team. And of course, Soccer European Championship, where Switzerland beat Italy for the first time since how long? at the European round of 16, European Championship in Germany. So today it doesn't seem like Switzerland can repeat the success in football, but it's not like Switzerland never has a chance. However, here they don't really have one against number 17 Sek. This time on the screen pass, he was fully focused on the ball and made several defenders miss. Tough to bring down. Tasmir Sek. Great run after catch ability. And Italy is already knocking at the door of the Swiss red zone. Gazati gets the handoff and he's super shifty. Isn't impossible to bring down almost. Let's look at it again. Patiently waits, Gazati, and that's what I meant. He's extremely shifty, patiently waits, and of course he's a shorter back, lower center of gravity, which is tough for defenders to tackle. And we have a 2nd and 2 in the red zone. Saratka fakes the pass attempt. And the great pass breakup again. Wilsni Demudia with the breakup. He was looking for an offensive pass interference flag, which wasn't thrown. So Saratka fakes a throw to his running back Gazati, and then Idemudia with the pass breakup. Good pass, actually. And the receiver, number 20, already had it in his hands. Alinovi was it, who was on the receiving end on the 2nd touchdown for Italy, but here he couldn't hold it in. Pass breakup by Switzerland. 3rd down. Saratka drops back, finds his receiver, and this ball is caught by number 12 again, who I unfortunately don't have the name on my roster list. And now we have 1st and goal from the 9 or 8 yard line for Italy. And Italy tries to make this a 4-score lead. First 9, actually. So 1st and goal from the 9 yard line. Saratka drops back. And this is just too easy. Pass over the middle. And he finds his guy, Carlo Tassan, for the next touchdown for Team Italy. Simple pass over the middle. Tight end Carlo Tassan, who plays for the Legnano Frogs. Yeah, that's too easy. I have 26-0, and Italy now tries to go for 2 because they missed the 1 extra point. Twins to both sides. An easy pass. Just a quick out route for Sek. And Italy extends their lead. 28-0. That's a 4-score lead for the Italians. Tasmir Sek with the easy conversion. I have a couple minutes left in this 2nd half. kickoff for Italy. And we have 2 returners back again for Switzerland. Long kick goes in the end zone, which results in a touchback. Switzerland will start this drive on their own 20-yard line. It would be a good success if Switzerland can get some points on the board for the half, and Gigax tries to start a successful drive by running for a couple of yards. Seems slow to get up. We have an injury timeout. Points at his knee. Hopefully for Gigax, just kind of contact which caused the pain and not a non-contact injury. Doctors are looking at Gigax. This would be a tough pill to swallow for Switzerland if Gigax couldn't go. Of course, Switzerland, like I mentioned before, has good other running backs in Gauci and Sani, but just also the connection between Leibongut and his fellow teammate from this very city, Thun. So he tries to stretch this out. While we see the 2 teams on the sideline talking it over. Yeah, and Gigax can walk off the field on his own power, which is a great sign to see. So we have second for new running back in the game is Lennox Gauci. High snap for Leibongut. He gives the handoff to Gauci, and Gauci makes a couple defenders miss, which results in a first down. Lennox Gauci, I mentioned before, played for the U19 national team in the last years, now had his first official NLA rookie season. Was immediately one of the best running backs in Switzerland, if not the best, playing for the Zurich Renegades, making it to the Swiss Bowl even. So we have another first down for Switzerland. Trickeration here, Milan Spiller gets the ball on the trick play. Maybe trick play was exaggerated, but it was an end around, which resulted in a nice gain. We have roughly 2 minutes to play in the first half. Yeah, Spiller makes actually a couple defenders miss. But remember, Switzerland doesn't have any timeouts. And we don't have a 2-minute warning like you would know it in the NFL. So the clock is keep on ticking. You see it on the left side of your screen. Good snap. Leibongut drops back. Ball result incomplete. An incomplete pass stops the clock. Yeah, wasn't a fumble. It was an incomplete pass. I know about this one, Jim. Of course. Tony Romo isn't here, but if you know, you know. Luck for Switzerland because it seemed like this ball slipped out of Leibongut's hand. and with a third down. Also, you don't want to give the ball back to this Italian offense with a minute left to play in the second quarter. So just a running play through Gauci, but this goes for absolutely nowhere. Tackle for loss with a 4 for 5 coming up. Yeah.
Timeout, Italy. It's their second team timeout.
And Italy takes its second charge timeout. By we see this running play again, which was a nice defensive play by the Italians. And Niels Jonkmans, meanwhile, is ready for the punt. Here we see Noah Gigax talking about his knee. And the Italians want to talk it over. It's uncommon to take a timeout before a punt. But regardless, it happened here. I don't expect the Swiss offense to go for it here on 4th down. They're still in their own territory. And this is exactly what is not happening. The punting unit is on the field and Italy's return team is on the field. So Niels Jonkmans try to kick this one away like he did just before. Long punt. And the Italian punt returner signals for a fair catch. So the Italians will have another drive before the end of the first half. Roughly on the 30-yard line in their own half. Let's see how they will play it. Do they want to go for it all again, try to score another touchdown before the first half? Or will they just play safe, couple running plays, or even take a knee? Let's see what Sorotka's about. No, he drops back. And Licht is there, almost gets him. A long ball, and this is another reception. Number 12 on the go route. I jinxed it almost. I said, does Italy want to go play it safe? Or do they want to go for it all? They went for it all. And Italy with a 5-touchdown lead over Switzerland in the first half. Respectfully, just a simple go route, and the receiver has 2-3 yards to his defender, and Italy now 34-0. That's tough. I mean, 5 years ago in Milan, when these two teams lastly played, Italy won 42-0, if I remember correctly, something with 40. Or even Switzerland even had one touchdown, I'm not sure about that. Now in the first half, Italy just scores and scores and scores again. And this is another successful 2-point conversion for the Italians. Easy, a corner route for Sek. And another touchdown right before this conversion play for the Italians. A one-play drive, and this just can't happen no matter the level if you're a Swiss player. And it's frustrating for all the Swiss fans here. Just a simple go ball. And that's absolutely the dagger in the heart for the Swiss people. Only positive, we see Gigax back on the field. We have still 55 seconds on the clock. Yeah, tough pill to swallow for the Swiss. players, the whole coaching staff. It's still the first half. Obviously, you never know in football. You never know. But 36 nothing. Yeah, is a big deal in the first half. So, anyways, Italian kicking team is ready to kick the ball to the Swiss, and just a little squib kick. Yeah, a chip almost, like, you know, from soccer. Bianchi with the recovery, but this reminds me of Francesco Totti. Just almost a soccer play. And we look at the Swiss offense right before the end of the first half. First and 10, 22-yard line. It's not like the Swiss didn't have any good plays in the first half, but there was just like 1 or 2 mistakes which always costed no points or points for the opponent. While we here see, though, a nice run, nice tough run by the young running back star Lennox Gauci, who's from Zurich, played for Zurich Renegades. Just a simple inside zone run. Yeah, Gauci makes defenders miss, and he's right on it. Again, makes another defender miss, and now he has the sideline to make a lot of yards. And great run by the 20-year-old. Yeah, he's a great player. He's a gym rat. As you can see, benches way more than 315. Makes a lot of defenders miss. So we have 10 seconds left in this first half, and they just play it safe. It was a handoff to Thomas Sani, if I'm not mistaken, which will run out the clock, but did Italy take a timeout? No. So this is the end of the first half, folks.
This is the end of the first half.
Italy leads with a score of 36-0 against Switzerland. The end of the first half. Now we have a 20-minute break, and then we'll be back in time for the second half kickoff. Have a good break and see you in a moment.
je ook gehouden. Dat is daar, dat is wel heel
Problem ist, dass ich so gemacht habe, ja, ich weiß nicht, das ist schon, dass du eine Stellung mit mir gesagt hast, du musst mal jetzt sehen, sehen wir noch, ich zeige es,
say something?
Hey.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Perfect.
Loud and clear.
Welcome back to the second half of this European Championship game between Switzerland and Italy. As you can see on your screen, Italy is leading by a score of 36-0. At this point, I want to thank wackerTV for the production of this live stream in cooperation with the International Federation of American Football. Thank you to all the hard-working women and men behind this live stream. My name is Kim Rollini, and for the second half, we have a special guest, American-Italian football player who plays for the Basel Gladiators, Billy Wallish. Billy, nice to have you here.
Hey, Kim, thanks. It's great to be here. It's an honor. Thanks for having me, and thanks to the SAF for putting on this stream. They're doing a great job, and yeah, I'm glad to be here.
Yeah, great to have you when we seeing this Swiss offense. Billy, what is your first half analysis?
Yeah, listen, I mean, anytime you get to represent your country, guys are going to come out with a lot of energy. You know, you see that from the Swiss players, the Italian players. The national anthem, I mean, it's emotional for these guys. They're hearing their national anthem. It's really cool to see. People in the stands are standing up. You know, it's a big moment to represent your country at any stage. So that's been the biggest kind of story from the first half, you know. If I had to say anything from the first half, I got to say the line of scrimmage was kind of the biggest story. You got to look at the Italian offensive linemen. They're all muddy, bloody, wet, tired. And then you look at their quarterback, number 7, standing back there, and his jersey is still starch white, perfectly clean. He's been sitting back there in a clean pocket. He hasn't taken any hits. I think the Swiss team missed a couple opportunities to maybe even sack him in the first quarter. You probably saw that. I think that would have been a big game changer, but listen, I mean, it starts with the special teams. They had a couple shortcomings, a fumble down in near the 5-yard line, bad field position, a couple short punts, and that puts you in a bad position as an offense. So I think the story's been better communication from the Italian offense, and the Swiss team needs to kind of try to find a groove here in this second half, starting here on offense, and see how they can get going.
Yeah, of course, you don't think now, if you're a Swiss player, to get back and win this game. I said before in the first half, nothing's impossible in football, but this seemed to be an undoable task. Now just get some points on the board, make something happen.
Yeah, exactly. And look, that's going to come down to, look, you're representing your country, so play hard, play with some pride. Hopefully you can get on the scoreboard here in this first drive, get something going, and, you know, nothing is impossible. Look, if you score here on this first drive with a nice tempo, get the ball in your best player's hands and march down and score, you know, we got a lot of football left to play, so nothing's out of the question. But, you know, you're playing for your flag right now. You see the flag on the screen there. It's kind of a beautiful sight to see. It's pretty cool. So, you know, the rain's falling, but it's a really, you can feel the emotion here in the stands. I mean, this is a Swiss crowd, so.
First ball for Switzerland, and this, it seems like, Billy, disaster continues.
Right.
Picked off by number 5 of Italy. A bit too high, but this shouldn't happen. Raffaele Rotelli with the interception, and again, we've seen this before, Billy. Italy takes over deep in the Swiss. In the Swiss red zone.
We were just talking. I mean, look, you can see this rain falling. I think you got to start there with the ball in the running back's hands. You get something on the ground really quick. It's tough. This weather is a great equalizer. I think you got to start on the ground there. That's tough, but you know, you move on. You move on fast, and this defensive line needs to step up right now.
Yeah, as we see the defensive line here, Sorotka takes a snap from the shotgun, is looking to pass, and again finds his receiver, number 88, with the reception. Matteo Mozzanica, we haven't called his name yet, but he has the first Italian reception and already some yards gained for this Italian offense.
Yep. And hey, look, the rain is coming down stronger. Actually, right when the third quarter started, you can see the rain is picking up a little bit more. So far, the Italian team has been able to pass through that. So let's see if they go to the air here.
Yeah, I could imagine that, but for now we have a handoff to number 1. And we haven't called his number yet as well. Number 1, Modeste Podoa, with the carry, keeping it on the ground for this second offensive play. And like you just mentioned before, it's also, the game is also won in the trenches.
Absolutely. No, and look, number 1's been running hard. The entire Italian backfield has been running really hard. They got to start winning the job up front. The defensive linemen need to get a push back on the line of scrimmage if they want to have any chance here in the third quarter.
That's just too easy. Too easy.
There you
Untouched,
go.
Billy.
There you go.
On his second or third carry of the game, Italy extends its lead once more. And you mentioned the clean jerseys, and untouched, he can go to the end zone. I mean, what could have Switzerland done here? Like load the box with more defenders, or what would you suggest?
Look, I mean, this gap, you see this gap on the left side, it gets way too big right away. You just can't have that. I think that the defensive line needs to be able to hold their ground and give the linebackers at least a chance. But look, when Italy's throwing well and running well, it's tough to get a rhythm on defense as well. But I have to say, when they get the ball also here in this red zone, basically from the get-go, that's tough for the defense as well. That's, another bad hold there. They're struggling with this rain. You keep seeing the Italian team going for 2. I think they might continue to do this.
Yeah, why not? Why not? I mean, don't risk any injury, any botched play. And, of course, Switzerland had the possession early now in the second half, but first play ended up in the hands of an Italian defender, and Italy scored quick. Scored quickly. So let's see what this return brings, Billy. can you tell us something as a football player for those people at home who never played football,
Right.
what it does to you mentally? Like being down 42-0, rain is coming down, you have to pride for your
Yeah.
nation, but like the game seems to be decided. Like
Yeah.
it's also tough mentally.
Yeah, that's where a leader has to step up, keep it light. You know, you got to crack a joke. It can't be all frowns here on the sideline right now. You hope that there's somebody on this team that, even in the small amount of practices that this Swiss national team has had, has created some sort of kind of leadership role where they're down there rallying the guys still. Hey guys, let's go. Let's return this kick. Let's have a good kick. And you hope that there's someone still leading from the front out there right now. It's not an easy.
The most out of it.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. Look, I mean, I've played in some games that get a little bit ugly at the end, and you just got to stay positive, keep a smile on your face. You know, you're still playing in front of your family, your friends, your nation, so you try to go out here and score and have fun. Yeah, bottom line.
Well, let's see what this possession brings.
Yeah. See, I like that, though. Start on the ground, at least try to establish the run game. They get caught behind the sticks there, which that's tough. That puts the quarterback in a tough position. You got to start behind the sticks on second down. Second down, and it looks like 11. That's a tough play call
Tackle
situation
pull off,
as well. Yeah.
And we have, I just checked, double checked, we have a new quarterback under center.
Yep.
Niklas Leibengut isn't playing anymore. We have now Loris Lenzlinger, born in 2005.
Wow.
Young kid.
There you go.
Young kid. So the backup quarterback takes a snap. We also haven't seen Gigax yet, Thun
Okay.
running back.
Yeah, yeah.
We both played against Thun a lot of times.
Yeah, exactly.
If I look at Loris Lenzlinger's team, it says Schwäbisch Hall Unicorn. So
cool.
one of the best organizations
Yeah, yeah.
in Germany, if not the best recent years.
Yeah, that's interesting. They're perennial contender there in the GFL, so very cool. Yeah. Hey, and yeah, shout out to the Dresden Monarchs and the Potsdam Royals playing in the GFL championship right now. As soon as this stream is over, I know I'll check the score of that game. That's an interesting game. So
For sure, for sure.
So yeah, let's see what this quarterback can do. Maybe he can bring a spark to them.
Yeah. Young, like not thinking too much, not overthinking.
Okay, he dirts it there. Yeah.
But I mean, the interception right before wasn't his mistake.
No,
I think he was on the center and not Leibengut. Probably makes sense to not bring another quarterback in the second drive, second half. You never know, obviously. I think he was under center before, and it wasn't his fault. Maybe a bit overthrown, but still catchable ball.
Yeah, yeah.
So now smart decision, I'd say.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, throwing that one in the dirt there, that's a smart call from a young player. Not making a bad play worse by throwing a pick or doing something out of phase. So, yeah, smart play. Hey, look, it's tough. You get behind the sticks, you might try to throw a screen, sneak something in behind the defense, but it just didn't work there. So, live to play another day.
But still, I have to say, this result does not show the level we have in Switzerland. I mean, Billy, you were born in the US, have an Italian passport, played in Switzerland for a couple of years. Luke Sorotka actually played against the Helvetic Guards in 2023, and the Swiss team won. Here we see a nice return. He seems slow, but he still can escape everyone. Number 20 gets tackled at the last moment.
Yeah, yeah.
Before the next possession starts. Yeah, I want to finish what I started. Yeah, Billy, the Swiss level, also in the National League A, where you play, where we played for a long time, is not bad. We know these players, but why does the national team don't seem to bring it on the ground to get together?
Listen, one thing they don't lack is physicality. They're out there, they're hitting hard. You're hearing the hits from the stands. They do not lack physicality. I think that the communication seems to be lacking a little bit. When you compare the Swiss team to the Italian team, you can see the quarterback constantly looking to the sideline. Everyone's all in phase. You know, they've had a couple false starts. So you can tell that the communication, and they're just not on the same page in terms of, it seems like, the playbook. But you see there, that's a great tackle there. They're swarming to the ball. You can tell that they're playing as a team, even though they might be a little bit behind the 8 ball when it comes to, you know, the playbook and actually being on the same page with one another. You know, when you go through 3 quarterbacks in one half, it's tough for the quarterback to be in the same page with anyone on the team, the center, the wide receivers, the running back. So I think that that's the story of this national team.
Offense, number 71.
Holding penalty.
Penalties declined, second down.
Okay, they declined that one. So
They want a second down.
Yeah.
Why would you decline a penalty in this situation?
yeah, I guess, you know, take it to second. Yeah. They're behind
them
the
loose
sticks.
down.
Yeah. Keep it second down and try to get your defense off the field here. Yeah.
So we have second down, play action, and we have a new quarterback
Yeah,
for Italy
yeah.
as well. Saratka isn't going back on the field, and we have number 13. Let me get the name quickly for you guys at home watching. It's Riccardo Duranti, and he plays for the Torino Jaguari, so the Jaguars of Torino.
Interesting.
Interesting. So
Let's see if that white jersey stays as clean as Zaradka's did.
I mean, I almost wanted to say a homegrown quarterback. Obviously, Saratka is also Italian,
Yeah,
but
sure.
Saratka, like you, are American-born.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's also a good point. The Italians have a lot of American dual citizenship players, and obviously this helps them tremendously if you had like a full football education in the States.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. That's okay, and they go to the ground again. So we got something interesting. 4th down here for the Swiss defense. That's a good position to be in. They might have stopped him here, but no, that's a great point. That's a great point. Like that skill level of even playing 1 year in the States. A lot of guys get some exposure in the States and come back to Europe, and you just have a different kind of knowledge of the game when you play in America. So you see that on the Italian team.
Obviously, a lot of Italians live in the U.S. and
Yeah.
they have these dual citizenships, dual passport holders. We see a long field goal, which is
blocked.
blocked.
Wow.
The Italians can recover. I'm not sure, Billy. I'm not d'accord with the decision to kick it from there.
Yep.
Why not giving your young quarterback a shot to the end zone? I mean, the score is like speaks for itself, and I mean, the snap wasn't bad.
Yep. Good snap.
Yep.
Good hold. Kick is blocked, and that shows you that the Swiss team is still out here competing. That's all these guys want, is a shot to compete. So they're showing signs of life by blocking that kick. That's pretty awesome. I'm glad that they got that blocked kick. But no, I agree with you. I think kicking there, I don't know if kicking from when you're up 42 is, hey, let's give this young quarterback another shot at the end zone. But look, you're up 42. Let's try to get the kicker on the board too. So I get it.
So we have both backup quarterbacks now in the game.
Yep.
While Lenzlinger takes a low snap, handoff by Lennox Gouch. No, Tomasani, actually, your teammate.
Exactly right. Yeah. Look.
What can you tell us about Thomas?
Yeah, one of the best teammates. Look, I mean, the guy comes with energy. He's always the one making pregame speeches. He fires the team up. These speeches are, you know, something you see in a movie. He's great. And look, I mean, he's running hard. You see that. His legs never stop turning. He's a great player. So, yeah, pretty cool to see him get a touch. I actually saw his wife and new son, his very young boy, are in the stands today. So, look, that's cool anytime you get a chance to play in front of your loved ones. So you got to understand, you're down 42, but that's cool to play in front of your family, your loved ones. So
For the national team.
Yeah.
Still an honor. Lenzlinger drops back.
There you go.
Finds his receiver. Forward progress is stopped, but still a 1-yard gain. Maybe Timo Hager, receiver for the Winter 2 Warriors, with the reception. And I mean, all these positive plays give some hope to the Swiss. Not to win the game, we're not talking about this, but just like to keep their head up, positive energy.
Yeah, and look, the quarterback was in rhythm there, set his feet. He had a player in his lap and still completes the ball. So look, you got a 3rd and medium. 3rd and looks about 7 or 8. So let's see if they can convert here and keep the drive going.
I mean, you also used to play quarterback. You can play quarterback. How hard is it under these conditions to play when the rain is coming down?
Oh, it's difficult. No, and you see in the second quarter, we had a fumble from the quarterback just simply bringing his arm back. That's the worst feeling in the world when you go back and you feel your hand is empty. Ghost ball.
Offense, number 10.
Oh, we got a false start.
Yeah.
See, that's look, now you're behind the sticks again. That's tough.
That's tough.
tough. So that's tough on the quarterback as well. But yeah, when you got the rain coming down like this, you got the mud, and on top of that, you're being rushed up front from the defensive line. It's tough to stay in rhythm. It's tough to get in phase and complete passes and play with confidence. And then on top of that, you're playing behind the sticks. That's going to be tough on a quarterback. But let's see if they can get something going.
Lansinger drops back. He's looking to the receiver and absolutely nowhere. Ball lands in the ground, and we have another 4th down, which will send the punting unit onto the field and Italy's return team.
Yeah, that's tough. I mean, quarterback looked a little rushed back there. These double taps of the ball doesn't quite step into that, but
he was hesitant.
He was. You can see that. He was a little hesitant, but misses. He was looking for 80 up the seam there, and you see 80's not happy there.
Yeah, the tight end. Tom said was that probably.
It's frustrating, and these 4th downs are not easy to go for as well. This punter's actually been punting very well in this.
Yeah, Niels Jonkmans, one of the best in Europe.
Not a bad punt. He's returned. Yeah.
Number 12 is returning the ball, but gets stopped after a couple yards.
There you go. Yeah, good physical tackle. I mean, you see, look, they're playing very physically. They're playing well. They're tackling. They're tackling well. It's more about just getting hats on the ball. You got to get a hat on a hat and try to keep on tackling well and try to keep this score as low as possible. As low as possible. This defense now has a chance to step up and do.
It was a good punt.
Yeah, it's a good punt. It's a good punt.
So we're 1st down for the Italian national team in their own territory.
Oh, number 13. Okay, same QB.
Yeah, we have now Saratka. Obviously, he didn't get benched.
Yeah.
But he's pulled off the game. And number 1, the backup running back, carries this handoff.
Yeah. Hey, I mean, we saw the defensive line there get some penetration on the offensive line, so got to keep on doing that. I mean, you see how muddy these jerseys are. I mean, they are playing physically. Number 44 here is the leader of that defense. I mean, he's a great middle linebacker. I played with him as well, and he misses the tackle there. That's tough.
Yeah. Now a nice tackle, though.
Yeah, that's a good tackle there. But, I mean, you just got to tackle one. You can't let him get to the secondary like that.
Yeah, it's another 1st down. Italy seemed to have a lot of success on the ground throughout the game, obviously. Almost never the running back got tackled on first contact, the first touch. And they had a good 1-2 punch, and now they have a good 3rd running back, it seemed. Everybody got a touchdown of the running back. Maybe not the number 40, but they have a lot of success on the ground. I'm looking forward to see this young Italian quarterback passing now.
Yeah. That could have been a false start there. I might have called that running back with a slight twitch in the backfield. That's all right. Yeah, no, we might have a passing situation here. I would like taking a shot at the end zone, 2nd and medium, especially when you know you can pick this up even in the run game. I'd expect a play action, maybe a shot to the end zone here.
Yeah, and you can nothing to lose. I mean, this young kid is under no pressure whatsoever right now.
Yeah, and
he's take a shot.
Yeah, he's playing confident. I mean, look, they're looking to. You can see the communication is the same between him and the starting quarterback. He's getting the play in, being a good field general so far. So they elect to give it to number 1 again, but let's see, maybe they'll let him throw here in this drive at some point. But look, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
For me, it seemed like it was clearly enough for a 1st down, but the refs call him short for 3rd and inches, it seems. So now you could take a shot to the end zone and then go for it in 4th down.
Yeah, that's a possibility. That's a possibility here. But yeah, they give it out.
Keep it on the ground.
It's going to be close. That's actually going to be close. They might have to measure this one.
I don't think they will.
Okay.
Cyprus immediately said it was enough for progress for 1st down.
Okay. See, I'm a bit more hopeful. The football player in me, I want a measurement every single chance we can get.
Of course,
you know.
Of course. And you wonder in the NFL, for instance, it's still old school how they measure it. It's like we have all this
Yeah.
technology and everything, and
Yeah.
this is like this game in Europe.
Yeah. No, it's interesting. Yeah, I mean, yeah, once you start bringing the chains out, yeah, I mean, it's really funny that they're keeping that. That might be the next big rule change. I mean, there's...
They talked over it though. You see the head ref,
Yeah,
the Austrian ref, they talked about it for a couple of moments.
they thought about it. Yeah, yeah. Hey, look, I mean, there's a saying, and actually these Italians might appreciate it. There's a fine line between smashing grapes and drinking wine, you know. That fine line is the same line you're counting when you got these first downs. It's a game of inches. I mean, it's a cliche, but it's true. This game comes down to inches.
That's well said.
Oh,
Low snap.
Yeah, let's see what he can do here.
QB runs.
Hey, that's not bad. I mean, he doesn't have, you know, he's not the most fleet of foot, but he had a little bit of wiggle there.
I mean, he was surprised probably by the situation.
Look, when you got
made a defender miss.
Yeah, and when you got a bad play, all you can hope for there is a quarterback to make the play just positive. Fight for 1 yard. Fight to get to the line of scrimmage. So they got 2nd and 8, and that's another story of this Italian team. I mean, they're ahead of the sticks, and that's a positive play at the end of the day, even though it was a low snap.
Another handoff to their running back, Poda, who already was responsible for the first touchdown of the second half.
Yep.
On his second carry. And now we have a 3rd and long. Now Billy, I mean, they could go with a draw play, keeping it on the ground, but let this young kid sling it.
I agree. I want it. Now we need to see him throw because, I mean, we keep talking about it. Yeah, I agree. I want to see. This is conventionally a passing down. You would think a throw is coming, but we'll see.
Yeah, let him sling it, and he
there
drops
he goes.
back, finally.
Oh, get out of there. He stays on his feet. Look at the balance there.
It was a small play.
Might have been a completion. Yeah, completion there for a couple yards. Hey.
Not enough for a first down, but he escaped the sack.
Yeah.
And if you're a player on the Swiss defense or a fan of Team Switzerland, it's frustrating. For the 3rd time, they're so close for a sack.
Yeah.
So close. But it's not enough.
Yes, we saw that in the first half. Just not attacking that upfield hip and letting him get flushed out of the pocket. You got to keep these quarterbacks in the well. You always hear these NFL coaches saying, keep the quarterback in the well. Just failed there to take him to the ground.
Now we see a field goal attempt.
Good snap, good hold.
It was a nice kick.
Kick is good. There you go.
Good.
Yeah. Hey, lefty kicker.
Lefty kicker.
Yeah.
New score, Italy 45, Switzerland nothing. It also seems maybe like Italy just wants to run out the clock.
Yeah.
I mean, we're almost at the end of the 3rd quarter.
Yeah.
But Matteo Felli, the Italian kicker, with a successful field goal try, while we're seeing the Swiss return team getting ready. The Italians are still talking it over at the sideline, while the Swiss players are waiting for the return. Now the Italians are also on the field. You can't see it on your screen at home, but now everybody is getting ready. Maybe a good, nice kick return would help the Swiss team.
Yeah, that's always a big spark. A kick return to the house, that's always going to lift the spirits of the team no matter what. I mean, look, the game starts with the special teams. You know, these guys are special players out there, so I'd love to see one of these guys get loose. Number 83 here, I mean, this is Leandro Bianchi, one of my teammates, one of the best teammates. I'd love to see him running down the sideline right now with this ball and scoring, so we'll see. That would provide a big spark. And there he goes. Oh, I thought for a moment he was going to catch that ball, but he lets it go into the end zone.
Yeah, he's a good returner, actually.
He is. He
had a couple of nice returns in this year's Swiss season. Was a PFS NLA Offensive Rookie of the Year back in 2023, and here he was maybe thinking about it, but then lets it go to the end zone. So we have Switzerland football at their own 20-yard line.
Yeah, and look, I think that's smart. Anytime you're backing up to catch a kickoff, smart to just let that one go. Let's
Yeah,
keep
for
on
sure.
playing smart football. So let's see what the quarterback does here. Let's get in front of the stick. Start with the positive play.
Nice run by Gauchi. Breaks the tackle, still on his feet. And tough to bring down, man, Billy.
Yeah, yeah.
We played against this Zurich team led by, in the running game, by Lennox Gauchi.
Yep.
He's a tough player to bring down and so young, so talented.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, you see an arm tackle is not going to get this guy down. Look at here. Arm tackle, he stays up. And then look at all these hats on the football, and his legs just don't stop turning. So look, they're looking at a 2nd and 1. That's all you ask for. Right here, if I'm the coach, I'm taking a shot at the end zone. You see everyone's playing within 10, 12 yards of the ball. We got safeties bailing late. All right, so they run it, but that's all right.
Yeah, but probably the Italian defense was prepared for another run play and was there. But I totally agree. I mean, you still have the European League of Football Rookie of the Year.
Yep.
Not just the offensive rookie, but the Rookie of the Year, Milan Spiller.
Yep.
And give him a shot.
Yeah.
Like if he's there in the slot, give him a slot fade, a
Yes.
corner route or something. He can always make something happen.
Yes.
So why not taking a shot there? Now it's a tackle for loss, 3rd and 3 yards.
Yeah, let's convert here. As the offense, I mean, when you break the huddle, you got to tell your guys, hey, let's convert and keep this drive alive and keep going. I mean, let's do something this drive. So they call a timeout.
This is the end of the 3rd quarter.
So Billy, thank you so much for coming along for this 3rd quarter. It was nice having you.
Yeah, no, thank you, man. It was a lot of fun. Great to talk to you. Great to talk ball. I hope that this Swiss team can get on the board in this 4th quarter. Can't thank you enough, though. This was a lot of fun. Thanks to SAF as always, and shout out to everyone in the production booth and all the camera operators out here. Very cool to be part of this and just be on the stream. So, dude, thank you.
Appreciate it. Thank you so much. Nice screen pass here for Team Switzerland. Immediately moves the chains, and we have a 1st down. Number 13, Timo Hager here on the reception. Just a simple screen pass, and Switzerland seems to have some success on these screen passes. We saw it in the 1st half with Leroy Rimley to begin this quarter number 4, the last quarter actually. And the clock is ticking. Complete pass, melts the clock. Another, a QB keeper. And unfortunately, you could imagine under these conditions, you could slide a bit more, but according to the rules, the QB slide is down where you start to slide, so it doesn't really matter. But good decision by Lenzlinger. I actually like this QB run play. Switches up the dynamics. So we have still a 2nd and manageable. Lenzlinger drops back and finds his receiver, but the pass was a little bit underthrown, so Spiller could not hold it in, which would have been another 1st down for the home team. Drop back, good pass, a bit too low. And the rain got less strong, got weaker. Doesn't come down as it did the first 3 quarters. We see Lennox Gauchi in the backfield. Sending Spiller in motion. Lensinger drops back. Long pass, and he had it. Oh, Spiller had this ball in his hands, but could not bring it in again. And he seems frustrated, understandably so. I mean, it's tough. The balls are still wet. It's dirty. He couldn't bring it in this time. So we have a 4th and 5, and Jonkmans is ready to boot it away. Another beauty by Jonkmans. Sends the Italian offense deep to their own territory. The Italians only scored 9 points in the 3rd quarter, only because the total score is still 45-0. And of course, you couldn't bet on this game, as you can in the NFL, but let's say if it was possible, then Italy would have been a minus 17.5 point favorite, I'd say. So Italy, of course, already on paper, huge favorites coming into this battle, but how they scored early in the game is still somewhat surprising, maybe. And now they just took their foot a little bit off the gas. A lot of backups are playing now. A handoff, which does not go for many yards. Poda with a short run. And just the same play again, but there's absolutely nothing there. Technical loss. And you see the Italian jersey of Poda, the running back. The 27-year-old is covered in mud. Gets stopped behind the line of scrimmage. And we have a 3rd and long coming up. Maybe we see the young Italian quarterback passing now. Duranti did not have a lot of passing opportunities. Not a 3rd straight handoff to Poda, and the Italian punter must be happy because now he can get one of his few playing time moments. Unless the Italian offense is going for it, which I doubt, deep in their own territory. And they don't, so the punting unit is there. Punting duties today, also kicker number 10, Matteo Felli. Tries to give the Italians a good field position. Short punt. Takes the Italian bounce, a small one. Spiller was there to return it, but no need for it. So the Swiss players start on offense. Good field position for them. Nice punt. High, but a little bit short. Still, the Swiss players are pinned back in their own half, while Lenzlinger is in charge of this offense in the 4th quarter. We have 1 tight end, 3 receivers, 1 running back. Low snap, handoff to Sani, but he has absolutely no room for to gain yards. Principi was there to make the tackle. Who plays across the Swiss-Italian border in Varese for the Scorpions? Varese, a town close to Switzerland, next to Stabio, which happens to be my hometown. Some unnecessary trivia, but it's tough to talk a lot about in this one-sider. But here we have a good play on the end around. Milan Spiller deep, brings the ball deep into the Italian territory, and the crowd likes it. Nice play by Switzerland. However, we have a flag on the field, I think, because the Italians are indicating
Holding. Offense, number 13. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. It's still a first down.
we have a penalty against Switzerland. So we have to go back a bit. Number 13, Timo Hager, was called for holding. You can block your defender, but you cannot hold him. And he apologizes to his teammate, Milan Spiller. And now the rain starts coming down again, stronger and stronger. Sani, the single back. Lenzlinger in the shotgun. Motion for Switzerland, Stucatore motion. Passing attempt. Is caught, I believe. What are the refs saying? Yeah, nice reception there by Spiller. I think it was Spiller, yeah. Milan Spiller, I mean, like I said before, he tore it up in Switzerland. In any kind of football. He plays flag football, tackle football, 7 vs 7, touch football. He's everywhere, he just loves ball. And he's one of the greatest Swiss talents. Lenzinger drops back, finds Timo Hager for a reception, and Hager hesitates, but however, he makes positive yardage with this reception. The Winterthur native. Hesitates and then just doesn't go down, refuses to go down. It's there. And then in the last moment we get a flag. Let's see it again. Was there a face mask involved? I could not see anything illegal here. Let's listen what the ref says.
After the play was over, personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense, number 23, 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
Not sure about that call from side judge Ramon Vaser. It's an automatic first down and 15 yards, which brings Switzerland in their first red zone opportunity of the game. So roughly 6 minutes to play. With one receiver on the left side, two receivers on the right side. Thomas Sani is the running back. And he gets the ball, pounds his way through for a couple of yards. Nice run by Sani, the veteran. Yeah, man, but unfortunately for Switzerland does not just lose this game, they also lose the drip battle. These jerseys, oh man, they're just like way too old school, way too big, doesn't fit right. Italians are also fashion kings for a reason. But anyway, second down and 4. Lanslinger drops back to pass, another screen pass just in the dirt. This play didn't have a chance. Target was Timo Hager. And with third and short coming up, and the rain is coming down meanwhile. Yeah, nothing. Nothing was there. And also, as an offensive coordinator bias aside, I do not understand why we have not seen more of Leandro Bianchi. Now he's in the slot on the right side in the game. And we have a tough run for Tomasani again, which brings us to 4th and 2. And now you probably, will you go for it, or do you want to get on the board and take a field goal? Lenslinger's indicating, let's go for it, guys. We have nothing to lose. And it seems like the offense is staying on the field, bringing in 2 tight ends. The screen says 4th and 2. In reality, it's probably 4th and 3 or even 4. We have a single side receiver. And a timeout called by the Italians. First timeout charged into the second half.
Timeout, Italy.
Yeah. Switzerland can now think about it again if they want to go for it or if they want to kick the field goal to get on the board. Why we see the Italians talking it over. Look at the crowd. Typical fall weather. When you see the knit hats, it's cold, it's rainy. It's smash mouth football.
Like the corners need to trust the line.
Now you hear the Hop Schweiz chants, which means let's go Switzerland or Forza Svizzera. Haven't heard the crowd this loud so far today. Late in the 4th quarter, and the crowd is rooting for a successful first down. Normally you're silent when your offense is in a 4th down situation. But they get silent in time, the Swiss fans. Good snap, clean snap. Lansing is looking to pass. Finds a receiver. Wide open, but he drops it. No way. Spiller drops a touchdown. That's a heartbreak for Switzerland. Just on the wheel route, a simple out and up, and he had it in his hands. And unfortunately, he couldn't bring it in. Clean snap, pump fake, and good ball by Lanslinger. Normally, he catches these balls 100 out of 100 times, but here he couldn't bring it in. Man, that's tough. So Italy is taking over in their own territory, and the crowd got silent really quick. They keep it on the ground. Poda with the carry. At this point, I would like to say thank you again to wackerTV, who made this amazing live stream possible, to all the hardworking women and men in the producer booth. Thank you so much. And also shout out to the International Federation of American Football. My name is Kim Rialini. I am your commentator today, and we see a good run by Poda for Italy first down. He found a gap and just went with it.
Holding. Offense, number 78. Half the distance to the goal line, still second down.
Yeah, but you hate this as a player when you get called back because of a holding penalty. In this case, the run didn't count because of a holding penalty of number 78 of Italy. And the crowd is getting loud again for Switzerland. We have a 2nd and 15. Clock is ticking. And this was an interception. Interception by Switzerland. Amazing play by the veteran safety, Dominic Mischler. The BL native with the red zone interception. Gives the hope back for some points for Switzerland. Let's look at it again. Durati had a cleaver, and that's just like well played by Mischler. Amazing play by Dominic Mischler, who's in the winter of his career, comes up with the INT for Switzerland. And now Switzerland has to score. They have two receivers on the right side, Leandro Bianchi and Fabio Stucatore on the left side. You have Timo Hager. The running back is Lennox Gauci. Loris Lenzinger takes the ball from the shotgun, handoff to Gauci, who is stopped after some progress. Nice run by Gauci. Made the most out of nothing. So 2nd goal for Switzerland. 2nd and 9 actually. Offense needs to hurry up now. Bianchi in motion. And another handoff to Gauci, but he's tackled for a big loss. Big loss for Gauci. Yeah, he waited for a gap to open. But number 18 of Italy had other plans. Yeah, the rain is coming down again. Trips to the right side, stacked formation. One receiver on the single side left. Lenzinger takes a snap, drops back, wants to pass. Rain is coming down. Again, here in the 4th quarter, for a short time it stopped, but now it's still really wet and muddy. If the offense stays on the field, they have only one shot to the end zone. If they don't convert here, they probably will end this game without any points. So we can expect a pass probably. Anything other would be wild, while we see here how much it rained. Oh, a trick play. They run around to Milan Spiller. And this was a late hit. It was a late hit. I think it was already whistled. But because Spiller somehow stopped while running, I don't know why. And then he got hit. Maybe a confusion. Let's see it again. So, hand off to Gauci. Pitch to Spiller. Schmer is walking, waiting. And he was down. He was down. That was the thing. He thought he was down. But let's see it again. His knee was down, and then the late hit came, and this should be a flag. And I think the refs are talking it over, because he was clearly down with his knee, which should end the play. And you saw that, and he stand up, and then he got hit, and that's an unsportsmanlike contact. So the refs are talking about it.
There's no foul on the previous play. Turnover
Wow.
on downs. First down.
Wow, that's a bad call. I mean, the refs did a good job. There wasn't a lot to do today, but objectively, this was a bad call. In my opinion, because you could argue the Italian defenders didn't see that the knee was down, but it was obvious. So the first 15-yarder they got the possession before was charming, but now this should have been called. And Italy is getting ready for victory formation, taking a knee and just running out the clock. We see it again here. No, we don't see the whole play actually, but one of 3 knees, and Switzerland is also not considering burning their timeout. I would like to say thank you again. My name is Kim Riolini. I would like to thank the whole production crew of wackerTV, the great hard-working women and men behind the production booth who made this amazing stream possible. Thanks to the International Federation of American Football to live streaming on their platform. Thank you for the Thun Tigers for the venue, the amazing stadium, which suffered unfortunately from the rain. And thank you at home for joining me today for this one-sided affair. I mean, last week in Europe we had the highlight game between the New York Jets and the Minnesota Vikings. And despite having NFL football tomorrow in London again between the Jaguars and the Bears, this was definitely the highlight this week in Europe. Talking about football. So a dominating win for the 3rd best nation in Europe. Italy wins this game 45-0, while both teams are shaking hands now. Unfortunately for the Swiss players, they couldn't get a score, so Italy wins this blowout game 45-0. So, as I said before, for Switzerland, they play the next week in Copenhagen against Team Denmark, looking for the first win in over 8 years. Italy, meanwhile, looks still strong and dominant again. They will enjoy their bus ride home. Thank you so much for you watching the live stream at home or wherever you are in Switzerland, in Italy, all over the world. Danke für mal zugeschaut. Grazie a tutti I spettatori. My name is Kim Riolini in the name of wackerTV and the Federation of International American Football. I say thank you, have a good night, stay safe, and see you soon.